Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. WTF is Defy Gravity Extended? Defy Gravity Extended is a game by Fish Factory Games, and thus far it is the only game that I can remember in recent memory that allows you to completely screw up the opening menu. You see, now I don't know which door to go through, so there you go. Yeah, this is interesting to say the least, so I think we shall just get started. Those are the controls. I do not believe this has a tutorial, to the best of my knowledge. You aim the gravity gun, create a gravity well, create an anti-gravity well, a gravity shield, destroy an anti-well, destroy a grav well, and then jump, as well as toggle the gravity shield. Interesting. So this is supposedly part shooter and part puzzle game. So let's give it a shot, shall we? And there we go. You cannot click the yes button. It will not allow you to do such things. Okay, and on we go to some wonderful piano music in the background. So actually, never mind. There is, in fact, a tutorial, which is always nice. Okay, you can jump repeatedly. Aim with the mouse. Okay, hold down the left button to fire. Release the left mouse button to create a grav well, which allows you to do, well, I'm now sort of kind of stuck in my own gravity well, which is an unfortunate fate. There we go, that's the end of the game, folks, and we are now going to die a slow, painful death. Or perhaps not. There we go, it looks like you can only do one of those at a time, so it's now pulling me towards it, which of course is entirely unacceptable. Okay, so you do that, and then I see how this works, okay. Almost pulled me into the beam of doom, but hey, we'll go with it. You can also destroy a gravity well by pressing Q, so there you go. But anti-wells repel objects. So what you do is, no, not quite what I was aiming to do, never mind. Obviously if it hits a surface, it creates the anti-well, but there we go, that will allow me to jump over that. Use anti-wells to rocket jump, okay. And you can also maintain a gravity well and an anti... This is really interesting already, this is really kind of neat. Okay, so shift will shield me from gravity, so I can then walk through that. That's a really cool mechanic. Seriously cool mechanic. Okay. We're not complaining about the music either. Animation quality, needless to say, is pretty basic, but it's certainly... I exploded. How unfortunate. As I was saying, animation quality is pretty basic, but it's functional, so I can't really complain about that too much. Up we go. There we go. Okay, what are these things? I can jump on them, apparently. So I assume that will allow me to bounce. Right, okay, so that's how that works, no problem. And then if we have a well here, attract ourselves to that. That's really satisfying and awesome. Okay. Right, so we can repel all of those if we so desire. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I think I'm doing the right thing, as far as I'm aware. Destroy the well, there we go. I don't trust those platforms one little bit. Thank you very much. There we go. We are good. Fantastic. And I earned myself a wonderful little achievement. Okay then. So let's do some more Defy Gravity Extended, I guess. Will that allow me to get up on there? Yes, it will. Okay. So if we then use this gravity trap to extend me in this direction. If we put that trap underneath that, then cancel that, then we get that. That's kind of cool. I like the fact that you can, by the looks of it, solve problems in different ways in this game. Seems like it's very nicely designed. I exploded. Not so great, but hey, we can live with that. Right, up we go. Up we go. Up, 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 up. Just stay where you are. Use the shield. Jump over that. Don't be a complete derp. I'm sure we can get over that. But yeah, using the shield just to ignore that is very, very handy. Now, this looks unpleasant. Not liking this one little bit. Whoa. 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 Yeah, I am advancing, sort of, so it seems reasonable. I never was any good at platforming. That's probably gonna... Okay, that kills me. Right. I should have expected by the fact that it was covered in spikes, but hey, there you go. Off we go. We are not going to jump on that this time, because that would be silly. Wah! Okay. Apparently the gravity well was not quite strong enough to maintain my weight. Looks like I need to go on a diet. Either that or just get a better gravity well. Good lord. That's what happens when you buy your gravity wells from the pound shop. Come on. Onward. For great bouncing and such. Okay, can we avoid getting hit by the spiky star thing? Fairly sure we can. Ah! Okay, I'm fine, stop panicking. Stop panicking. There we go, next level. All is fine, we're not worried. Aha, control the gold platform with your gravity wells. Well, that was not quite what I had in mind. I did that wrong. So I am now going to permanently die, so there we go. Die and start again, shall we? Right, attracted first. Thank you very much. Then we can jump on it and use the... Oh yeah, cancel that. No, that's the repulsion field. Bollocks, get back here. Right, there we go. Okay. There we go. Button for cancelling the repulsion field was E. Yes, okay, that's it. Onward! My trusty steed! No, wrong way. Yes, trusty steed. Downwards. Downwards! There we go. See, this is neat. I like this a lot. This is a cool mechanic. Very cool mechanic. It's cool that you can base your entire game around it as well. Nothing wrong with that at all. Down, 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 down. Ah! Oh, the balls. Trusty steed, it's all your fault. Oh, damn it. It does have very generous checkpoints, though, so I can't really criticize it for that. It understands that you may die horribly because you are incompetent. And as a direct result, it doesn't punish you too hard for that. This is starting to get a little bit hectic, isn't it? Ah! There we go. Onward. Ooh, touching that would be bad. Forward. Come on. Forward. Forward. And we are sorted, are we not? Oh, yes, these things. Right, okay. So we can use the repulsion field to push those away, because, of course, they are gold enemies. Very cool. Liking this, liking this. For someone that usually hates puzzle games and platformers, they've managed to make a combination which I enjoy. That's a rare, rare feat indeed. I think it's very, very satisfying, honestly, when you solve these puzzles. And the... What's the best word to use? I suppose the kinetic nature of the puzzles is satisfying in its own right, in the fact that if you don't solve the puzzle in real time, you explode. Seems to work fairly well. Admittedly, I think I'm using the gravity wells more than I'm using the other kind, honestly. It seems like they just seem more useful in general. It seems like you can solve almost every puzzle by just using that. I have a feeling that the later levels will stop you from doing that by putting in gimmicks like the last one. The gravity shield on. There we go. Oh, it only goes that far. Well, that's not very helpful, is it? Right, so if I were to jump, put a gravity well there, and a gravity well there. Now, if I were to do this in the cool way, we could do that. There we go. But yeah, it seems like a lot of these early levels, you can bypass them by not having to do too much of that. You can just keep using never mind. You can just keep using gravity wells to bypass objects apparently not. You know what? My point wasn't worth anything anyway. Good lord. Right, there we go. Use that in combination with that. Much better. I really like the music for this game as well, actually. There's quite a lot of it, considering that it's an indie title, and they don't usually prioritize that. Ah, okay, so there is a limitation. Fair enough. That would make sense. And we're back. The game crashed, unfortunately. That's not the game's fault. That was an installer in the background forcing me out of the game. When that happens when you have fraps on, it usually crashes the game. This is very common, so I'm not calling this game buggy by any stretch of the imagination. Right, let's get back on with this nonsense, shall we? So, we saw that there is a limitation. You are not allowed to fire repeatedly when you haven't touched the ground. So, we run out of gravity wells. So, that stops any kind of gimmicky nonsense. There we go, that's sorted. Ah, that actually fires gravity wells as well, okay. That could actually be a complete pain in the ass. Might think of the best way to deal with that. That's probably the best way, I would think. Then if we fire a repulsion field underneath this, cancel that. That'll send us up. Ah, it's not strong enough! Ooh, thankfully. All is well. This is going to be a laugh a minute. gravity well here. Please don't allow me to touch the lasers and die. There we go. I actually don't even think I needed that, but hey. Whatever. Whatever works. There we go. All is well. But yeah, the soundtrack actually restarts regardless of what level you're on, so it's not per level by the sounds of it, but that's really not a big deal. I'm actually very impressed with the soundtrack. I think it's very, very cool. Ah, I've run out of those fields. That could be a problem. There we go. That should solve that particular issue, and then just jump to the exit. Now, you might be wondering just how much gameplay this game actually has. Well, it has... Oh, balls! Right, hang on a second. I've got a few things I need to deal with, and then I can tell you how many levels the game has. Why would you do this? This is... No! God damn it! Why? As I was saying, the game has 24 levels, but this is Defy Gravity Extended, which seems to indicate to me that there was a Defy Gravity before this, and it's got a quest mode with 24 additional levels. So, there is content here. There's not a huge amount of it. Like, for instance, there isn't a level designer. I think a level designer would be the best thing in a game like this. All sorts of wonderful possibilities, as we've seen with games like Portal, whereby loads of excellent levels have been created by skilled artisans of the community. That was terrible. But it's not the worst thing in the world, because one has to consider price when thinking about games like this. One also has to consider dying horribly. Price is a factor when it comes to game length and what is acceptable and what is not. For instance, if you pay $60 for a game that's only 6 hours long, unless those 6 hours are damn amazing, then chances are you might be complaining somewhat, and no one would really blame you for doing so. Oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. Oh. In this case, this game costs £1.85 or around $3 US. That's not a lot of money. And that is something one certainly has to consider when purchasing games. That and the number of times you will die by landing on lasers because you are not actually paying attention to the game and just trying to do commentary in the meantime. No. So, I think 24 levels at this rate. I mean, you could probably beat this game, I would say, well, maybe in about an hour and a half. But then you've got the quest mode, so you've got further ones to do. And there are, of course, achievements, so some people might want to follow that. I would say that that kind of price, I mean, $3 for 3 hours entertainment, for me, seems like a really good thing. I wish I was better at this game. Things were going so well up until this point, and now this is just madness. Oh, great. This is not easy. The worst thing is I've got nowhere to fire this gravity well it'll actually work. Okay, there we go. This is horrendous. This level, right, I have met my match. No doubt about that. Certainly a problem. Oh, so close. I suppose when it comes to worth, it's entirely subjective. For instance, if you have a lot of disposable income, then you're probably not as bothered as somebody that doesn't buy a game that doesn't provide you as much enjoyment as you might imagine per dollar spent. Although, I don't think anyone can really debate that $3 is not a lot of money for a game. Yes, 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 yes! Mighty things. Okay, oh, that's a gold thing, isn't it? Right, having to think on the fly is really hard! You are repulsive. Leave me. Balls. Ah! Just, yeah. Yep. Jump. Use the shield. Yes. Yes. This game has suddenly become incredibly stressful, whereas it was not before. Ah! I'm surrounded by idiots. Right, there we go. Oh, God, thank God that level. So, yes, this game certainly does not lack challenge. I really like this. I really do. I think this is a genuinely enjoyable, cheap thrill. It's really not expensive at all, and it's something you should directly consider as a result of that. If you've got a few dollars knocking around and you're looking for something that'll keep you entertained today, and this is the kind of thing that you like, then I don't see why you wouldn't. It's such a no-brainer purchase, really. I suppose it depends, because obviously the younger people that watch my channel are going to have problems paying for it because they'll lack a credit card and things like that. So a purchase like this, even with a small amount of money, can actually be a big deal to them. Certainly something to consider. For adults, though, that have credit cards, debit cards, functional PayPal accounts, and all of the other buying methods that are available for Steam, it's really, really solid. I can't really argue with it as a game. I don't usually enjoy puzzle games, especially not when they throw shurikens at me. But in this case, I think the concept is so unique and well done, and it's not pretentious either. I like that. It's all like Braidish, but without all of the nonsense pretense. It's like, you're an astronaut with an anti-gravity gun. Have fun! Why not? Seems reasonable to me. I would highly recommend this game. That is what I am doing right now. I am highly recommending it, if you hadn't already guessed, as a direct result of a extremely fair price tag, a reasonable amount of content, and a fun gimmick that provides a very challenging experience, as well as good solid presentation. Even though it obviously is lacking in animation quality, it makes up for it in nice backgrounds, a functional design, and really cool music. So I cannot really fault it too much in that regard. I have no idea how many times I'm going to die while attempting to actually beat this game, but it's enjoyable and it's not actually frustrating. I know why I die. It's my own fault. There are no BS deaths in this game, and that's a very positive thing. Something to consider. I think once you get used to it, you also feel like a complete boss being able to manipulate gravity in order to succeed. That's a very neat idea. And this is pulled off very well. Yes, right. I want to finish this. Oh, now he has gold shurikens. La-de-sodding da. Never mind then. Okay, folks, there you go. That was WTF's Defy Gravity Extended. I believe it is currently available only on Steam. I know it's got Steam achievements, so I think it might be Steam only. I'll put the link to purchase in the description below this video. I'll see you next time.